In 1939, a 17-year-old walks into a comic book company in New York and takes a job as a comic writer because he needs one. Comic as at then wasn't glamorous. They are cheap entertainment printed on low-quality papers, sold for few cents, and read mostly by children. To Stanley, this isn't a career. This is a placeholder. He has a different future in mind. He dreams of writing novels, real literature, the kind of books that earns respect, the kind critics discuss and universities teach. Comics are simply a paycheck until that day arrives, he says. So he makes a decision that seems insignificant at that time. He splits his name in two. Instead of signing his work Stanley Lieber, he writes Stan Lee. The idea is simple. Save his real name Stanley Lieber for the masterpiece he planned to write someday. Years pass. More years pass. Westerns, romance stories, monsters, cowboy, alien, whatever his publisher asks, he writes. Thousands of pages, hundreds of stories. And yet, anytime he sits at his typewriter, a quiet thought follows him. This isn't really who I am. Whenever he tries to make his characters feel more human, giving them personality, flaws, and emotions, his publishers push back. Actions sells, not characters. So Stan keeps doing the job, not because he loves it, but because it pays the bills. And then 20 years disappear. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you have spent 2 decades waiting for your real life to begin. That's Stan. The comic books he keeps telling himself are temporary have become his entire career, and he hates it. So one evening, he goes home and tells his wife Joanne that he is quitting. Joanne doesn't argue. She doesn't ask him to stay. Instead, she asks a question that changes the face of entertainment forever. If you are going to quit anyways, why don't you write a comic exactly the way you want to write it? You don't have anything to lose. You don't have a reputation to protect or a career to save. And for the first time in 20 years, he stopped worrying about whether comics are beneath him and simply focuses on creating the best comic he possibly can. He teams up with Jack Kirby. This time, the heroes aren't perfect. They argue, they lose their temper, they make mistakes, they feel like real family. Publishers believe superheroes should be larger than life. Stan Lee wants them to feel painfully human. In August 1961, that comic hits the comic book stores. The Fantastic Four. It becomes a hit, not because of the actions, but because readers see themselves in the characters. That one decision shatters everything Stan Lee believes about success. That one comic he almost never wrote became the foundation of an entirely new universe. And soon came the Hulk, Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Avengers, the Iron Man. And here's the strange part. Stanley Lieber never became famous for the novel he dreamt of writing. In fact, Almost nobody, not even me, knew the name Stanley Lieber. The world know Stan Lee. The pen name he created to hide his identity becomes the identity that history remembers. The work he considered less than became greater than the dream he spent 20 years protecting. Stan Lee didn't need 20 years of talent. He already had that at 17 in 1939 when he walked into the comic book company. What he needed was to stop protecting his ego long enough to actually start. I know there's someone somewhere watching me, sitting on what they are capable of doing. If you let your own ego stand on your way to your success because you feel the things you are capable of are beneath you, this will be your life. He come, he go, he no make any meaningful impact because of his ego. Baz my nigga, Baz my nigga, Baz my nigga. Yeah, we throw Baz. He come, he go, no real life purpose because of his ego. Because of his ego. Because of his ego. No real impact. You just be like a snake that passed on top of the mountain without leaving any traces. No traces. So don't let your ego stand on your way to your success. That thing that you think is beneath you might just be your way to the top. You are still alive. You don't have forever to allow your ego stop you from making your life have meaning. You're still alive. Make it count.
Still alive, make it count.